Hello there and welcome to this short video. Questions come through from one of my great contacts on one of our lean chats I should say, to ask morning meeting agenda, what is our current agenda? And I'm going to share one. It's a little bit different across the business. There's some things that are similar because we have different morning meetings across different departments, but this one is the one from our head office or customer service team and administration team, and this is a very good starting point for anyone who's just kicking off on their lean journey, or even for a business that is a long way or a way down the track and you want to maybe improve your agenda or grab some ideas from ours. So you've got to do what works for you, of course, but I've got some stuff in here that's kind of based on best practice, things that we've tried. I'll share what I've got here, but this sits on the it's attached to the morning meeting little stand-up desk, and you'll see some photos of that soon. But so I'm gonna run you through this. I'll scribble it up as we go. And this is based on, like I say, best practice, the companies that we coach, what works for them and what doesn't. And we've been through, I don't know how many iterations of this. It just keeps improving. We're always tweaking it. And 1 week from now, we probably will have, slightly tweaked it again. It's always up for review, always, just like everything across the business is always up for improvement. So I'm going to go through that now. I'll just quickly scribble as we go. My writing is not going to be perfect. Because I'm going to do this as quickly as I can for you. So here's the agenda. We start with 1 minute of stretches, and that gets everyone sort of warmed up and energized. Really important. So it's a stand-up meeting. You're going to see the photos in a moment. We'll pop them on this video. But stand-up meeting where we're all standing around on the line. So everyone's, it's a structured way to start the day. It's disciplined, high energy. It's very important for we rotate. I'm going to give you some tips as we go too. Rotate the leadership. Do not get trapped with the situation where you run every meeting, or your meeting leader or your team leader runs every meeting. Very important to rotate the leadership right from early on in your lean journey. Don't put it off. Don't make any excuses for this, because if you've got this simple agenda for people to follow, obviously some people are going to be really shy. They don't want to do it. You're going to have to encourage them, support them, and help them to run a meeting. And you'll be blown away by what this does. It creates ownership, it creates more engagement, people's self-esteem goes up, they feel like owners, they start acting like owners, and they start contributing much more in the meetings too, because they realize, hey, when I'm running a meeting, it's actually really cool when people contribute and jump in and help me out. So it has so many flow-on benefits, so there's a big tick for that one. That was absolutely transformational when we started doing that. Get around energized with some stretches. Number 2 sounds cheesy, but if you want to build a great culture and a fun lean culture, you're going to have to give this stuff a go. Grateful, we kick off, so it's obviously lots of positive stuff goes on, and you pick 2 people from around the team to share what they're grateful for today. Number 3, fantastic news. Just pick another couple of people out. What was fantastic news from yesterday across the business? Just pick 2 people out. Again, these things only take you're talking a minute here, 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here, and on our agenda right here, there's 18 points, but you will get into the rhythm where you're running this meeting in between 10 to 15 minutes. It's incredible. You've got to get it tight and sharp, keep the rope tight, keep people standing up. There's no sitting down, there's no leaning on anything. Take away those physical barriers, find a space where everyone is standing and there's no possibility of leaning or hiding or anything like that. Very important. If you don't get that right and keep the rope tight, this is going to fail, or it's just going to be a very average meeting. Shout outs from the day before, so that means ask for anyone who deserves a special mention, a special shout out. That's really important. Someone who might have helped someone. So you just ask out for 1 or 2 of those. Proud ofs, what are you proud of today? And you say, well, that's a lot of time spent on these, but it's very quick, and it gets the meeting off to a very positive start. So you just pick out 1 or 2 people to share what they're most proud of about their work yesterday. So that's really, really important. And then moving on to the mission, we obviously have here the Premier Mission, and you ask 1 person to repeat that. Again, this allows you, as you go through this agenda, to really get lots of people involved in the meeting. In fact, depends on how big your team is, you can often get everyone involved at some point through the meeting. Premier Mission, so share that. What is that and what does that mean to you? Just nominate another random person, and then we go through 1 core value, because we've got 10 of them, which I think is too many, but we just can't seem to agree on on less. So one core value, someone to repeat that, just pick another person and get them to say what it means to them. And no, they're not allowed to read off a sign on the wall. It's got to be, this is the point of the morning meeting. I've talked about this so many times in previous videos that the point of the morning meeting is to teach and train and get everything locked into their minds so that they know all these things off by heart. They can repeat them, they can tell you what they mean. It's really, really critical. This is the power of the morning meeting. Then we pick a premier principle. You might not have any sort of principles in your business, but it's important to start building some principles. It might be something that ties in with one of your core values, or it might be some kind of principle or a lean principle. So get one person to repeat that. Number 9, any raving fans from yesterday or testimonials, and we share that. And most days there's 1 or 2 of those, so it's important for you to connect people with this positive customer feedback. Number 10, this is complaints, mistakes, and rework. Important to go over that. Any customer complaints, mistakes, and rework, and you'll learn in your business how to bring that up. We've got a great little support ticket system here, so we can, the meeting leader brings that to the meeting, we can put that up on the screen. I really highly recommend you get a TV screen set up as well, but we just used to, for years, we just used to use just a whiteboard to run the meeting, and then we always, early on we implemented a little TV screen so we can share the training videos, which I'll get to in a moment. Complaints, mistakes, and rework, really important for the team to discuss those. And we say here, there's a little note here saying print and share any support tickets from the previous working day. So you can figure out how you want to do that. Then we have the applicable KPIs. So for the head office, the KPIs, and that comes up on the screen from the day before. And we discuss share the wins as well, which means if a number is red, it means it needs attention, and what are we going to do today to do better to do better than yesterday. Then we review the company dashboard together. We don't review all of it because there's so much of it, but just some of the basics. And of course, every time you do this, you're teaching and training people. All of these things, you're teaching and training people, you're growing people. Don't try this meeting every second day. Don't try it once a week. It's going to be a flop. It's going to be a total failure. You have to do this daily. Absolutely critical. You need this drumbeat in your business, and you'll soon realize why you can't live without it, and you'll soon wonder how on earth did you live without it. It's just so powerful. We get so many business owners that will come and say, I can't do this. We're already doing 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week. We can't stop all our people for 10 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the morning. And I say, hang on. Lean is all about stop, because if you don't stop and go slow, you have to go slow to go fast. And the benefits that will come out of this from the first day, you're going to start cutting back people's hours very, very quickly, because you're going to start stripping waste out of the business and all these communication hassles, because all the communication, so much of the communicating is done at the morning meeting. You think about the hundreds of conversations around your office or your business every day, with Bob asking someone the same question 20 times, or someone else asking the same question, or someone going around telling everyone the same thing. It's all done here at the morning meeting. So straight away you strip out huge amount of communication waste out of your process, and then of course you're going to start to see all the other improvements coming through, stripping back that time. So you cannot afford not to do this. It's so important. Dashboard review. Then this is really important here, the 2-second lean chat. So this is where we our lean chat, we watch the compilation video from the day before. So we get anywhere between 20 to 40, sometimes 50 improvements on our chat every day on the group chat. That's enough. That's another subject for a separate video, but make sure you've got that set up, and then get one of your team to make sure that's put into a little compilation video. It doesn't take long, on one of those little apps you can put together, like a little movie maker app, and you share that video in the morning meeting right across the company, because that way everyone gets to see all those improvements. If they haven't been on the chat much the day before, they now get to see them all. They learn, they're inspired, they learn what's going on in other departments across the business. So it's a very powerful communication tool, and one of the key things changes we've made in recent times to this meeting agenda. Then we go the 8 lean wastes. We get someone to repeat all the deadly sins of waste. Sometimes we also say, hey, tell me one waste that's really bugging you in your department right now, or in a process right now, and describe that, and that's impacting their work. So that's really important. So everyone at Premier Group knows the 8 lean wastes off by heart. You might say, oh, how did you do that? Well, it's because we do this every day. We teach and train and coach people. It's all about growing people. And then watch a training video. So that's a little short, might be something off Paul Acker's channel, might be an AME tour, portion of an AME tour, something that we've set up. We plan ahead for that and make sure people are watching good quality content. It might be some sales training, might be some marketing training, and just making sure it's a 2 to 3 to 4 minute video, watching some really helpful training. And then everyone holds their little training notebooks, makes some notes, and then we share. The next point on the agenda is takeaways. Not as in fish and chips or pizza, not that kind of takeaways. We pick on 2 or 3 people or nominate 2 or 3 people to share their takeaways from the training video, so that we know that people are learning and growing and getting ahead. And then we go over, in our business, we go over an FAQ, so a frequently asked question from customers, because we have an FAQ book that's always building up. There's always new stuff coming into that, and the meeting leader has prepared a little FAQ to discuss. They'll put that question out there. If no one can answer it, they will then answer it, because they've got the FAQ book with them. So again, people learning about products and services inside the business. And then on the last point we've got here, number 18, is turn off, if there's no other meetings in the day, please turn the TV and aircon off if that's applicable to you. So that kind of covers our current meeting agenda in our customer service / accounting, admin and marketing team. They all get together for that one. I can't stress how important that is. You can set up a simple little magnet system, or a face system showing people's faces and whose turn it is to run the meeting next day. So you know, that's when number 18 might be meeting leader for tomorrow. You're not going to be able to read that, so I won't worry about that. And that covers the whole agenda. I don't think there's any other notes I really want to share with you, apart from, you should set up something like that, and a whiteboard and a TV screen, or we do all of it on the TV screen now in some of our meetings, but we still have the laminated agendas just in case something goes wrong, and we can still hold that meeting. So never miss the meeting. Doesn't matter if people are away, even if half your team's away, you still must hold the meeting. It just saves so much waste. And of course, with your 2-second lean compilation, there's all that, it drives that journey forward as well, because without this morning meeting, the whole improvement journey falls over as well, because no one's watching, no one's learning, no one's seeing what's going on, no one's inspired, no one's motivated to go and make more improvements this coming day. But once they start seeing evidence of improvement, people and humans are hardwired to love improvement, to love seeing progress, to see that things are improving, that there's less struggle, less hassle, less frustration in the business, and less drama, and that's what all of this leads to. So lean is the hard thing that makes everything easy, but if you choose the easy things every day, life gets harder. If you choose the hard thing, which is getting this off the ground, making it work, pushing through, because I tell you what, some companies it takes 6 months to really get this going, some companies even 12 months, you've got to push through, but if you choose the hard thing every day, which is this, then life gets easier and you start to build an incredible culture, a culture of ownership across the business. It's so, so powerful. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. Any questions, let me know, and we'll build, if you want to go deeper into this or any of these points, just drop me a question on LinkedIn or WhatsApp, and I will shoot another video to go a bit deeper for you. Thanks for watching. Go to premierbusinessacademy.co.nz for tons of other great resources, our podcasts and videos and other resources. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.